man can achieve the greatness of human qualities, obtain peace and satisfaction. Yoga will enhance rational thinking ability, the capability to identify the right deeds, rectify the misdeeds, and finally attain perfection. That is to be one with the absolute. Second one, on this yogic journey, a periodic review to check the progress in life, that is continual improvement, was discussed last week. Okay. So now, with the knowledge from these lectures, making yoga as a way of life to reach the goal of life is the ultimate. There is no question or no doubt on it. So one has to select yogic path on his life. Let us look at the paths of yoga. What are the yogic paths and what these paths describe about? So today's topic is path of yoga. So when we say paths of yoga, there are various forms of yoga. So we'll just quickly, today's topic, we will discuss about the various forms of yoga, the features or what are those in detail. Then we will put more emphasis on karma yoga, the 10 principles of karma yoga. First, we all heard of bhakti yoga or yoga of devotion. Bhakti yoga means to connect to the Supreme by means of love and devotional service. It is nothing but a practice of seeing divine in everything and selfless service to divinity. So in ancient times, this Bhakti Yoga was the phase when we had ashramas. It was categorized under Brahmacharya ashram. Then we have heard about Karma Yoga or Yoga of action. It is the duty consciousness. When we say yoga, karma yoga, duty consciousness, specifically the path of dedicated work. Actions are performed under duty consciousness, not aiming for any personal gains from the results. In ancient times, this was classified under Gruhastha Ashrama. So, as per this classification, individual is allowed to lead a family life. He has to serve the responsibilities for taking care of his dependents, working for the development of family and society, performing his duties with due diligence and devotion. So this was the framework of Gruhastha Ashrama or Karma Yoga. Then there is another form of yoga called Raja Yoga or yoga of governance. Raja, you are ruling or governing. As a king maintains control over his kingdom, one has to maintain control over own self. That is the vast territory of mind. As a kingdom, you have to show or restrain control over the kingdom as mind. This is Raja Yoga. In this process, the objective is realize the divine through the process of psychological or mental control. Vanapastra ashram was considered as equivalent to the Raja Yoga during the ancient times. This is nothing but a preparation of the mind and body before entering the last phase or Sannyasa Ashrama phase. Jnana Yoga, yoga of knowledge. Not knowledge in the intellectual sense, but the knowledge of divinity and the realization of absolute truth. Jnani uses the powers of the mind to control the lure of the senses. As Marcy says, the senses always keep on luring. So the mind is used to control the lure of the senses from the real needs, discriminate between the truth and the illusion. So ancient times, Sannyasa ashram was correlated to Jnana Yoga or the ultimate achievement of knowledge, where the person was completely detached from worldly matters. He had attained the wisdom and he was not connected to the worldly matters. He was above these levels, and his main and only objective was to know the absolute. This is a form of yoga called Jnana Yoga. Maharishi, in short, simplified Kundalini Yoga. This Mahari's simplified Kundalini Yoga is the combination, or it takes care of all the above forms, yoga forms. The practice of simplified Kundalini Yoga ensures complete harmony of body, mind, and soul for self, society, and nature. Let us just quickly go through how these are representing, or the system what we are following, how these are representing. With faith, follow the learned masters, especially for those with lesser intellectual development to acquire knowledge. That is the component of Bhakti Yoga. Regularly practice meditation, keeping mind focused so that we are getting rid of the other unwanted desires of sensory organs. We keep the mind traveling inward, that remains focused on the life force energy so that the frequency is reduced. These all result in strengthening of the mind. This is nothing but governance of the mind, or a component of Raja Yoga. With the gained knowledge from the masters, from the meditations, with the lower frequency of mind at a divine state, when they gain this knowledge, that knowledge is utilized for further purification of mind by the system or practice called introspection. With this introspection process, the evil qualities lying within are eradicated. The mind becomes focused on Supreme. So, what Maharishi mentions, this is faith, understanding, and realization. The last four phases, or last three steps in the philosophy of fourth phase in the philosophy of life. This is to know about the absolute. That is the principles from the 12 principles of Mahari's philosophy of life. With enriched jnana, the answer, final answer we get, who am I? That is realized. This is the component of jnana yoga. So these are the components what we are seeing. Various forms of yoga is completely merged into our sky system. Duty, morality, and charity. These are the three virtues. These are the third phase when we go in the philosophy of life. These are the key steps to excel further. Only after crossing this step, we can go to the final step. So the three steps, or three basic needs, three basic protections. After crossing this, three virtues: duty, morality, and charity. These are the ones which lead our way to the further progression in journey. Maharishi hence laid more emphasis on duty, morality, and charity. This is nothing but a component of Karma Yoga. So let us look deeper into Karma Yoga. When we say human being, which is privileged with the sixth sense, what is the objective? The moment say God realization. The moment we say God, religion comes to our mind. Religion has two basic principles. One is worship to God, other one is living a virtuous life, or know the virtues and live a virtuous life. These two are the basic principles of any religion. So, according to Marx's concept, Karma Yoga can be taken as a religion, which is common for all the people in the world. Because this worship is nothing but showing gratitude. Leading a virtuous life. How does one lead a virtuous life? By seeing or evaluating or analyzing that his activities are virtuous or not deviating from the virtuous line. So that is constant awareness. So the two key things is gratitude. Worship is nothing but gratitude. Leading a virtuous life needs constant awareness. So without these two, or without those two, the worship and virtuous life or the principles of religion cannot be achieved. So the next emphasis is on Karma Yoga has two basic concepts: gratitude and constant awareness. Gratitude is acknowledge and appreciate the benefits, the favors received from others. Whatever we are receiving, either it is from the human level or individual level, or it is from the nature, the sun, moon, or the planet, stars, planets. We are having gratitude for the favors received from them. That is how the earlier concept was, to praise or worship the celestial bodies which were causing or giving favor for the humanity or society to survive. Sun, without sunlight, things are not possible. So that is how the attitude of gratitude was shown or uh, reflected from the earlier practices. Constant awareness, performing all deeds with full awareness of the cause and effect system. Okay, awareness is what? I am aware. It's not the sense of remaining awake or aware. The aware on the effect, cause and effect. If this is initiated, this will cause an effect. The effect and cause system is understood or being constantly followed. That is awareness. So that is the way of every action doing about the consequence, knowing about the consequences, and not just under the influence of habit or need or circumstances. Based on these circumstances, something is happening, or based on the need, I just went for this commodity, either purchasing something or food or thing, whatever the habit, or it is just out of habit. So these things are to be monitored or aware of the act. This act is not performed only because of habit or need or circumstances. If we are continuously aware of the act, whatever we are doing, then it is going to have the consequence that is already understood or known. I know what is going to be happening as a result from this act. The two principles of religions, like the worship and virtuous life, are inherent in Karma Yoga. This is what the saying, work is worship or duty is God, can be correlated to, or can be considered. Yes, this is how that saying comes from. Karma Yoga is harmony in action. Okay. What are the functions, what we call, all it falls under karma or action? What are those? All the three functions, like the thought, the speech or words, and deeds, any activity, deeds, these three components, thoughts, speech, and deeds, are part of karma. Whatever we talk, whatever we think, and whatever we do. So, in short, there is no activity that is not covered under karma for any human being who is alive. Whatever the alive person is alive, whatever is doing, it is a karma. It is either a form of thought or speech or deed. Okay. Harmonious life with nature is yoga. We know yoga is nothing but living a harmonious life or living in harmony with nature. Karma yoga is ensuring karma or action that is in harmony with nature. Now, let us look at karma. This is a term, even we had some discussion with KK sir about this, the word karma. It is mysterious. Karma is both action and the result of action. Karma is both action and result of action. Every action or act has an effect that we call cause and effect. Okay. So until unless this cause and effect form is uh, interrupted, this cause and effect form will continue or karma will continue. Okay. When we say about karma, the past karmas, previous actions, sanchita karma, present actions, prarabdha karma, agame karma, the upcoming consequence, okay, of present deeds. Because of the present deeds, upcoming consequences. These are the three karmas which we say karma, imprint, and all those things. Karma or karma yoga is doing karma to get rid of karma. Okay, for every karma, whatever we have, in order to get rid of that karma, we have to do our karma. Somewhat like we say, analyze your thought. The mind works on mind, right? So mind is nothing but again a mind working on your mind. Similarly, karma for karma. The mind is nothing but again a biomagnetic form peripherally extended to outside. When we keep on analyzing the mind or keep on analyzing the thought process, mind works on mind. Similarly, karma is to take care of karma, what we did in the past or present or this, the imprints. These two are somewhat tricky. So I just thought of discussing so that we can get more information from our professors after the class. Okay. When we say the cause and effect system works, okay, on Newton's law, we say for every action, there is a equal and opposite reaction. That is how Newton's law is defined. We have some theory or a practical or understanding. But on this system, how the cause and effect system works or why the cause and system works. As Marcy always explains things to get it verified or confirmed from with scientific background, let us go through this reasoning or Maharsi's explanations on this, why this cause and effect system works. We have the golden triangle, human being, society and nature, and ultimate, the divinity, absolute space, or the static field, or absolute truth. Okay. These are all in harmony. That is what a human being is made up of. When we go to human being, it is a combination of four phenomena. One is body, second one is life force, third one is mind, and ultimate with everything combination of all these is biomagnetism. All these are intricately connected. From our association with the sky system, already we know about all these components, all these significant or the theory behind all these things. And I'll quickly go through this. Life force, millions of minutest life energy particles, which are whirling motion. Because of the whirling motion, it generates magnetic waves. Because of the intensified magnetic wave, it is called biomagnetism. The functioning of biomagnetism is the peripheral state that is called mind. Okay, so this is about life force, biomagnetism, and mind. Now, the structure comprising of systematic arrangement of cells with polarity, that is how the polarity is being maintained because of the biomagnetism. This is called the physical body. So now we have life force extended as mind, biomagnetism extended as mind. All these things present in the physical structure, call it as body. Here comes the secret link. The biomagnetism of human being is linked to the universal field. This wave, biomagnetism wave, is connected because of the magnetic wave property throughout the universe. This is spreading all around the universe. Okay. So when it is all across the universe, the waves follow the wave theory. The wave theory, what is the wave theory? Maharshi explains the wave theory, it behaves in 5 manners. One is clashing, okay, the clashing of the waves. Second is reflection. refraction, penetration, and interaction. So because of these five modes of reaction or interactions of this wave, the um, uh, five modes of transformation, okay, either by clash or reflection, refraction, penetration, interaction. These five modes of transformation result in five effects. These are the waves which are having transformations, resulting in five effects: pressure, sound, light, taste, and smell. So these are already explained by Mercy. We have gone through this concept. Okay. So for every action, whether it is a thought, word, or deed, that results in a wave pattern. This wave pattern first affects the physical body of the person who is initiating that activity. Then it spreads to the universal field. These waves get recorded, create imprints on the cells of the body through magnetic wave interconnection. So, in short, that is the principle of the waves, magnetic, biomagnetic waves. To summarize, every action will affect body, mind, life force at the individual level. And when we go to outside the individual level, it comes to the universal field. It is connected to the universal field, and it will be affecting, or it will be spreading to the universal field because of the pressure wave. Okay. The impact or the variation based on these factors like the motive efficiency, the time, place, and object of contact. Based on these four parameters, the result also will be differing. It could be pain, pleasure, now or in future, to body or mind, to self or others. That is decided. Based on those four, the effect is decided. So this is how the cause and effect, or why for every action there is a reaction, or when we say action will have a cause and effect, this is how it is explained why the cause and effect works. Okay. Now, Maharshi provided methods to eradicate the sin imprints, the one what we are talking about, karma, sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, and agamya karma. Three methods for eradication of sin imprints, that is expiation, dissipation, and neutralization. Let us just go with one, expiation. What is? That is by regret the past, whatever bad karma happened, regret, perform virtuous deeds, just underlining, perform virtuous deeds that will be causing expiation, whatever past karma is taken care. Dissipation, superimpose the current frame of mind or thoughts with the noble thoughts. Whatever negative thoughts are there, that needs to be superimposed with noble thoughts to dissipate, so that mind merges with the static state. So when we say noble thoughts, so again, it is part of action, thought, deed. Okay. So this is how the things, I'm trying to link it with karma or karma yoga, which lays focus on virtuous deeds to get rid of or eradicate the sin imprints. The act to eradicate sin imprint is or can be done by virtuous deeds, noble thoughts, and divine realization. This is what we call as karma yoga. So that by doing this, the cause and effect or the karma portion goes on snowballing. Whatever we have, something karma yoga from the past, sanchita karma, if it is not expiated or dissipated, it will go on with the current activities, current karma will go on the kind of snowballing effect. It will get bigger and bigger, or karma goes accumulates more and more, which is not the desirable karma. So in order to take care of that, you have to neutralize, or you have to dissipate by virtuous deeds, noble thoughts, divine realization. This is called karma yoga. Hence, the what we call a true karma yogi is the one who does every action with full understanding and awareness of the cause and effect system. One who knows his activity or is aware of his activity, he ensures that the effect of that activity is leading to a good karma, then he is a karma yogi. If he is taking care that his activities are in line with or in harmony with others, nature, then he is a karma yogi. So let us go in detail the 10 steps or principles, I call it principles, which are defined or which are to be followed to be a karma yogi. Again, we'll go back to the golden triangle. Here, the creator and creation. The difference, you see, the creator, rest all, everything is creation. Whether it is human being, society, nature, whatever the components we see in nature, these are all creations and creator. So these are the two basic categorization, creator and creations. Whatever we show gratitude, the creator is respecting his creations. If we are worshipping, respecting his creations, then everything is taken care. The creator is, we are showing gratitude to the creator himself by respecting his creations. The first point or the first principle for karma yoga to follow is God worship. In God worship, what we say is God worship is not just the God worship what we have been doing. It is to worship to Mata, Pita, Guru, government, and God. This is the order. So again, if we see the creator and creations, these five, whatever mentioned, Mata, Pita, Guru, government, and God, these are having a role or some aspect as creators. They have been creating. Mata and Pita are the one who created or give birth to an individual. Guru is the one who give birth to a knowledgeable person or who removes the ignorance and give birth to a knowledgeable person. How we say Buddha was born with knowledge. Okay, after the Siddhartha got converted to Buddha, rebirth. So that is how Guru's role in creating, giving birth to a knowledgeable person. Similarly, government creates the persons or individuals coming to a certain level. And finally, God. See, the notable point here is mercy places importance for this order, even Mata, Pita, Guru, and government. Then comes the God, respecting the local government or in the region, whatever where we are region individual is operating, the regulations of that is to be abided or respected. This is how God worship. Second one comes respecting religions. No religion is inferior or superior. All religions follow the same basic concept, worship God and lead a virtuous life, respecting all religions with equanimity. Third one is omnipresent, or love and compassion are the qualities of divine. Okay. Divine is omnipresent. When we say divine is omnipresent, so showing love and compassion, which are qualities of divine, if that is expressed or that is shown, everything and elsewhere, everywhere, that becomes a divine act. These three principles, God worship, respecting religions, omnipresent, these three are pertaining to the absolute truth or God or divinity. So these three are given a different ranking or different category at the top. Then comes in the society level. After the divinity level, we come to the society level. The society level, morality, not harming anyone. In simple terms, not harming anyone in the society. That is to be respected or not hurt. So Mars is twofold moral principles. I, in my lifetime, will not cause harm to anybody, either physically or mentally. To the extent possible, we'll try to remove the pain of others. So this is kind of morality we are extending to each and every component in the society or in the world, not to get harm. Okay. Then comes no blame, not blaming anyone. Whatever happens is because of karma. So I am the one responsible for the current position or current situation. It is a divine decision based on my karma. It is not that individual I have taken a decision, I should have taken in some other decision instead of this, my decision was incorrect, or the other person was influencing me and for which the decision got changed or this happened. No, ultimately, without blaming anyone, any entity or any circumstances or any situation, this is the divine decision based on karma. I am what? Because of my action. This is what I am because of what I did earlier or my action. So that is because of my karma. So by constant blessing, we can get rid of undesirable things or person. We directly say, okay, the other person is causing a problem for me. Okay, we do the blessing and get rid of the negative feeling, or we can neutralize the negative feeling. So basically, no blame. This is what. Second, then comes respecting women. Women have a special place in the society. Maharshi laid more emphasis on giving a special place for women. Women, they are having the status as again creators. You can see the creators. Okay, so they again have a role as a creator, and they have a major role in building the family and building the society. Hence, respecting women is one of the 10 principles of Karma Yoga. Duty to 5. Any individual has a duty to self. First, he has to take care of his self or herself, then taking care of family, relatives and friends, society, and the world. This order is also important. First, individual has to take care of oneself, then one's family, then one's relatives or friends, society, and the world. Society, when we say duty to society, is pay back the dues to society. Every human being is indebted. There is no doubt on that, depending on the society. So, being we have been depending on the society, we have to pay back dues in any form that we can to the society. Then, eighth component, eighth principle is charity. In all forms, charity is not just in financial support to the weaker or underprivileged in the society. Any act of service without any expectation, that is called charity. Any act of service, not just financial. If any other modes of service is not being rendered or unable to render, at least the financial one, 1% of income to be spent on charity, that will ensure the charitable action is reaching the society in some form. Morality, duty, and charity are the three pillars for virtuous living. This is again from the 12 principles from Maharshi's philosophy of life. After this, we come to the individual level, the absolute truth level, then the society and nature, the individual level. In the individual level, there are two principles to be followed. Those two are doing exercise, meditation, and introspection. So, first, ensure personal health, that is, doing physical exercises, then the mental health by doing meditation and introspection. These are the tools which we do in our sky system. Then, again, as we say, reduce cost, the component what we had discussed in our before starting the class, reduce cost component. Moderation in 5 things. Moderation or limited method to be followed, that is food, work, rest, sex, and thought. So be responsible and maintain constant awareness in moderation of these 5 things. This is the 10th principle. Any imbalance in these 5, any imbalance in these 5 will lead to a deviation from the path of Karma Yoga. So, if we want to be constantly on the path of Karma Yoga, moderation in these five and doing physical exercises, these two are at an individual level. Once these two, when we are just, we came from top down, now when we go up, first physical exercises to be ensured, then the moderation in five things are to be ensured. Then we will be on the track of Karma Yoga, going higher and higher for the other 10, other 8 principles, doing charity, duty, respecting women, no blame, morality, and expanding the wisdom and love and compassion to the world, respecting religions and reaching higher and the God level. So this is how the top down and bottom up approach we have to follow in practicing this. When we say overall, we'll just say the greatness of Karma Yoga is it desires for welfare of others in every action. That is the speciality or greatness. It desires welfare for others in every action. Karma Yoga enables cleansing of impurities. What we saw, the sin imprints can be removed. The ego, sin imprints, illusion can be eradicated or cleansed. This helps in enjoying a other form of yoga. There are some stringent controls or restrictions, whereas Maharishi says with Karma Yoga, it helps enjoying all the sensual pleasures of the world. We are with the world, we are in the society, we are with the family, we are enjoying all the materialistic pleasures and sensual pleasures of the world with moderation methods. We are enjoying the path to reach goal of life with this given physical body, the materials from the resources from the nature, and living well in the society. This is what is the greatness of Karma Yoga. Before I just conclude, the practice of Karma Yoga isn't a easy task. It is definitely having a challenge or toughness. When I say like a person holding a bull, it's not easy task. I'll just try to quickly tell the story, or it is not actually a story. It is in reality it happened. So this is how this person is called Milo, Milo, Milo. He was Olympic gold medals. Many of you might have read this article also. He was the one who was revered as a Superman or superhuman, having a strength to even lift a bull on his shoulders. This feat was astounding. He was revered as a superhero or god kind of thing. How can anyone think of lifting a bull on the shoulder and walk in the streets? This is nothing but a rigorous training or continuous training from early age. What he did or what was his specialty is he picked up a newborn calf and put it on shoulder and walked the city of Rome in Greece. Day after day, week after week, and month after month. The calf is growing day by day. With the calf growing day by day, his strength to bear the weight or ability, strength to carry the calf on the shoulders was also growing day by day. Finally, when the bull was full grown, it wasn't a difficult task for him to complete the feat, taking up the bull on this one. So early, that's why we have youth empowerment program, early introduction to the system and following Karma Yoga, and continual improvement. Okay, what we said, even at this stage also, if we are having a continuous improvement, CI, what we heard last week lecture, continual increment or continual improvement, if we are there, increment in our regular activities of developing or getting in track in line with Karma Yoga, following the 10 principles, will ultimately lead to a complete success or a champion kind of thing, lifting the Karma Yoga or being a Karma Yogi at the end of practice. To summarize, just quickly recap. It's 10:30. Okay. Karma Yoga guides a man to fulfill all his needs based on two principles: gratitude and constant awareness. Constant awareness is the consequence of thought, word, and deed, not to cause harm to anyone in any manner. And show gratitude to the one who is giving you favor or benefactor. These two are the principles. Simplified Kundalini Yoga with the practices of simplified Kundalini Yoga system, that is meditation, introspection, analysis of thought. These three will help in leading a virtuous life. This virtuous life will be helpful or will be contributing for the development of awareness. Awareness cannot be developed just like that. With this, awareness can be developed. With this awareness developed, the key parameters showing gratitude, not causing harm, can be delivered. So this is what I can say. With the practice of simplified Kundalini Yoga, the systems, practices, constant awareness can be developed. With constant awareness developed, we can deliver, we can show the results of Karma Yoga, delivering, showing gratitude, and causing no harm to anyone. Thank you. Be blessed by the divine.